Hi, I'm Amit from Nimble Foundation. Today I'm going to make a presentation on the proper use of modals. Now what are modals? The verbs can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, must and ought are called modals. Modals are used before ordinary verbs and express meanings such as permission, possibility, certainty, and necessity. Need and dare can sometimes be used as modal verbs. Now let us look at the modals in greater detail. First and foremost, can and may. Now can usually expresses ability or capacity. For example, I can swim across the river. Can you lift this box? Can and may are used to express permission. May is rather formal. For example, you can leave now. More formally, you can say you may leave now. Can I borrow your umbrella? Or you can also say, may I borrow your umbrella? Now, may is used to express possibility in affirmative sentences. Can expresses possibility in negative and interrogative sentences. Examples are, he may be at home. Can this be true? In very formal English, may is used to express a wish. May God bless you. Let's move on to could and might. Could and might are used as past equivalents of can and may. Examples are, I could swim across the river when I was young. He might be at home today. In the present time context, could and might are used as less positive versions of can and may. For example, it might rain tomorrow. It's less positive than it may rain. Might is also used to express a degree of dissatisfaction or reproach. For example, you might like to work harder at your presentation. Note, the use of could and might with the perfect infinitive. Fatima might have gone with Saroja. This means it is possible that Fatima went with Saroja. You could have accepted the offer. It means why didn't you accept the offer? Let's move on to shall and will. Shall is used in first person and will in all persons to express pure future. I shall come tomorrow. We shall go to the market. They will cook a meal. Shall is also used in the second and the third persons to express a command, a promise, or a threat. He shall not enter in my class again. You shall have a party tomorrow. You shall be punished for this. Questions with shall are used to ask the will of the person being addressed. For example, shall I carry the books for you? Now, will is used to express volition. Examples are, I will try to score good marks in the exam. I will carry your files. Will also expresses a characteristic habit. For example, in the evening, she will do nothing but listen to music. He will talk about nothing but politics. Finally, will is also used to express a request or an invitation. For example, will you like to have a cup of coffee? Will you lend me your car? Moving on to should and would. Should and would are used as past equivalents of shall and will. For example, I expected that I should get a first prize. She said she would carry my books. She would sit for hours listening to the wireless. Should is also used in all persons to express duty or obligation. Examples are: we should obey the traffic rules. You should keep your promise. Should and would are also used as in the examples below. He should be in the library now. I wish you would not chatter so much. Let's take a look at must. Now, must is used to express necessity or obligation. For example, we must get up early. It is also used when the obligation comes from the speaker. I must be on a diet. Must also uses logical certainty. She must have left already. I am sure that she is left already. Now, ought to is used to express moral obligation or desirability. We ought to help him. We ought to respect elders. Ought to can also be used to express probability. For example, this book ought to be very useful. Prices ought to come down soon. Now, used to is used for expressing a discontinued habit. I used to stay at Delhi when I was a child. There used to be a shop here. Moving on to need to. The modal need to is used to express the necessity of something or to ask a question. For example, I need to go to the doctor because I am not well. Do you need a glass of water? Finally, we come to the last modal, dare. This is used to express any kind of threat. Examples are: how dare he enter my house? How dare you contradict me? How dare you listen in on my conversations? That's all I have on this presentation for modals. I'll be back again with another subject of grammar. Until then, thanks for watching.